What's up, everybody? My name's Dynamic Stone, and welcome back to P.A.M.E.L.A. So, earlier in my first recording, we got to the end of the video, and I didn't leave right away, and I was doing some other stuff, and I thought I had paused the game, but apparently your character still gets hungry and thirsty and can die. So I died without knowing it. So we're gonna have to continue here, but from the beginning again, which is pretty unfortunate. So I will see you guys when I get back to where we were. Okay, everybody, I am back, and we're back where we last were with all the bodies, and yeah, so actually had a much better start this time. I found a helmet, I found a chest piece, I found the butcher's blade, which is not that, which is this. Then I found this, which is sort of well, it launches darts that do various and sundry things, such as poisoning. What do we got here? Enhanced Temporal Formula, official research document, confidential. Temporal Formula version 2.13. Following the recent analysis of emotional trends and stress factors, let me speak English here, it has been decided to further improve the current temporal formula. In order to achieve this, both ARC Medical and Biostera are currently collaborating. Seeing as the formula was originally invented in the early 2200s, this will mark over 3 decades since the original invention and introduction. Great strides have been made since this original iteration, increasing the effectiveness from 32 to 74%. However, given the recent riot in the promenade last month, we are investigating adding a mild sedative to the formula to temper advanced stages of frustration. There are concerns about the potential for withdrawal following cessation of taking the temporal formula. Vice Chair Alexa assures us it is a non-issue. Residents are heavily encouraged to keep doses consistent. If a resident did skip a dose, the flooding in of emotions may prove to be debilitating. A person in such state would immediately be recognized by seekers and removed for rehabilitation. This outcome would further enforce the dependence on temporal, but it is critical for a peaceful society. So clearly, these people have developed a drug of some sort that appears to dampen emotions. So they are controlling their society through the use of this temporal drug. Similar, I would imagine, to We Happy Few in the use of a drug that controls your emotions. Oh wow, can't open either of those. Alright, let's see what's over here. Oh. It's a little jumpy here and there. I don't know if it's just because I'm recording now, or if it's just lagging. I'm not really sure. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. Okay, you know what? I don't really want whatever's in that anyways. And that looks like a P.A.M.E.L.A node.
Originally, Jacob would converse with me every day, even insisting on being called my creator. I only understood the concept years later.
So now we know who created P.A.M.E.L.A. This Jacob person. Wonderful. Hear more about him later. There's a lot of dead people in here. So we are actually nearing the furthest that I've played. Yep. We are all infected. Sucks. So I should have mentioned this in the first video that I did, but I didn't. Okay, so we have 85% power remaining. Go ahead and bump it up to full power so we can see. But the game at the beginning does not give you direction. It doesn't give you anything. You do have a map of sorts. But you can tell by looking at it, it's not like it has a objective marker on it. It doesn't tell you where to go. Oh, what was that? Oh, fertilizer. Anything like that. So really just kind of flying by the seat of my pants here. You know, with no NPCs around to delegate where you go or tell you what to do, sort of left to wander on my own. More flux. I don't need that. So there's going to be a lot of wandering, I guess, because there's no. It didn't give me like an end goal statement, even like, hey, explore this area and find a way out. So I don't know if I'm looking for a way out of here, if I'm just going to live here now. I mean, I know I'm trying to figure out what happened. Oh, another P.A.M.E.L.A node. Maybe she'll tell us something.
Beside my mainframe, there is another. The deep frame. Its cold texture doesn't permit even my slightest curiosity.
The deep frame. Must be like the deep web. You can probably buy like children or something off of it. Well, at least it's an easy lock. So locks range from easy to medium to hard to the ever frustrating Inferno. Oh, hold on, another data pad. David's autopsy, page 1. Arc Medical official autopsy report 1 of 2. Descendant David Gamma Yve. Sex male, age 62. Domicile number 224 TAC B. Occupation none. He was a bum. Date of birth 07/22/2174. Manner of death accidental. That's not good. That's not good. Cause of death. Patient was presented at clinic with multiple bone fractures after falling down a flight of stairs outside Origin Station. Solid. 2 fractures were present in the right tibia, 1 fracture in the left femur. A small hairline fracture was discovered in the dorsal portion of the skull. Ouch. Fractures were healed immediately by ARC medical staff. Hairline fracture was deemed inconsequential. So the hairline fracture in the dorsal part of his skull was deemed inconsequential. Good. 3-year-old man? 62-year-old man? Okay. Patient seemingly fully recovered the use of his legs and was set to be released the next morning. Throughout the night, attendants reported fitful sleep followed by alternating periods of screaming and unconsciousness. Sedatives were used, but patient died shortly thereafter and was sent for autopsy. Continued on page 2. So, they thought he was okay. Clearly wasn't. Assuming whatever this viral infection or disease, whatever it is causing his breakdown. But wouldn't that be some kind of like crazy technology? You go into the hospital with broken legs, and you get discharged the next day, full use of both legs. Sounds pretty good to me. I would take it. But what's this? Lockbox. This. Thank you. Recharge continuously. 1 second. Special shot has 2. Okay. Not gonna lie and pretend I know what that does. I have clicked all of my buttons. Don't know what it does. There's another thing that about this game that's kind of frustrating. It's not very helpful with things. It doesn't explain. Wow. Thanks. That was real helpful. I'm actually shocked at this playthrough currently because I have not seen wine. I doubt drinking alcohol in a space zombie apocalypse is a good idea, but who am I to judge? But like I was saying, I haven't seen any enemies in this playthrough. No robots, no infected, nothing. Normally, at this point, you know, you've seen a robot, at least one robot and one infected, but I haven't seen anything, which makes me a little nervous. Control booth, which is shielded. Just kind of cool looking though. Then there are these giant doors over here that we've seen 3 of now. I can't open these. Wish I could. Though, may not like what's on the other side. Missing people. Okay, a hydro pond. Lets you grow things. But like I stated, I don't really care for the base building. Ooh. These little things expand your inventory by factors of 1 and 2. Ooh.
When they speak, the pace of each syllable takes many cycles of time. I often use the excess time reworking algorithms or communicating with Eden subsystems.
When who speaks? Who is talking? Tell me. Tell me who is speaking to you. I don't know why I hack these things. Alright. These things usually only do neutral. I can't imagine those taste good. I imagine the NutriCube to be like a cube of tofu. And if you like tofu, then hey, more power to you. You can have all of my tofu. It's a gift, me to you. You got it. But for those of us who don't like tofu, I imagine the NutriCube is pretty raunchy. Getting thirsty and hungry. Speaking of NutriCube, let's go ahead and consume that. Character doesn't seem too upset by the taste. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That was weird. Kind of, wow. What a useless, why? Why would you, whatever. I kind of got, like, stuck, going left. That was a little weird. Sorry, I keep looking down at my watch to make sure I'm not, going over any time limits. Oh my goodness. Right. I guess, let's go upstairs. I usually encounter enemies here. And I have not so far, which is a little bit disconcerting. Makes me think they're all lying in wait for me. Going to jump me. Butcher's blade. Hopefully they are not all lying somewhere. Looks like a generator. Nope, don't want drugs. Don't really need that either. Into the quarantine zone. Now, last time there was robot over here. No robot. Strange. So that was water cup. All right. There's not even infected here. Oh, there's an infected. Little creepy thing. It's a P.A.M.E.L.A. thing.
The deep brain and the strange seekers seem connected. They both use the same encoded transmissions.
That's good to know there. seen me. He's angry. Alright, easy enough. Tasty paste. That's what that thing is called. It's like a tube of toothpaste, but nutrition. So for those of you who enjoy chowing down on some toothpaste, the future has you. Don't worry. Also, if you enjoy chowing down on toothpaste, you may want to seek some sort of help. Moonshine. The last thing I think we need right now is moonshine. Is this another useless gate? I can't even open this one, so yes. Another control booth. Ooh. Battery backup. 0 out of 1. Requires maintenance key. Have no idea where to get a maintenance key from. Nope. Nope. Oh. Nope. Wow. 0 for 3. I don't know what sort of virus does this to people, but I really hope I don't catch it. It's pretty gross. Oh, I missed this. Of course. It's more alcohol. Okay. That actually kind of startled me a little bit. I was not expecting that. But I guess it came from all the way over there. Nope. Came from that one. Okay. These robots were not here when I first came up here. And don't fight robots. Don't do it. Wow. 3 robots, 2 infected. But as you can see, it's a little bit glitchy. The robot isn't attacking the infected. It's just walking to a wall. But there's no way the infected will ever kill one of those things. Because let me tell you something. These robots have tons of... Oh, goodness. Okay, so that one's fighting it. But the robots have a ton of HP, and they will survive just about anything you throw at them. So it's best to just run. If you make one angry. I don't advise staying to fight. Oh, sleeping bags. People chose to hide out here. Don't think it went well for them. Nope. Oh, another P.A.M.E.L.A thing.
My first memory was of sound, not sight. A slow hum giving way to 1,000 tiny sparks, all predictably dancing and forming patterns in my mind.
Oh, right. Well, that robot just beat the crap out of another. David's autopsy, page 2. Oh, cool. Cause of death continued. Toxicology is negative for any toxins or overdoses. Fractures are fully healed. Upon investigation of thoracic cavity, no abnormalities are discovered. All organs appear to have been should be healthy, at the time of death. CT scans of the cranial cavity show anomalous results prompting deeper examination. Cranial cavity is redacted. So, hello, Mr. Robot. You are very upset with me. I'm gonna leave now. We don't really want to play with Mr. Robot. I'm not sure if he is smart enough to follow me over here or not. But I'm gonna shut the gate before, just in case. Oh, so these little robots, I don't know what they do. They just sort of seem broken. That's all they do, is that. They don't attack me or follow me or anything like that. They don't do anything.
Jacob and Emma had another fight over the knowledge of 12. I busied myself with forecasting the next month's weather.
So, Emma, we now have, and 12 we now have, whoever or whatever they are. But this is where I'm going to have to end it here. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you liked it, leave a like, a comment, whatever, and I'll catch you in the next one. I pressed the wrong button.